On 14th of September 2023, we were assigned to translate a legal document regarding UNESCO's constitution from English to Indonesian. I was assigned as the head project of that moment. And there were also 11 students who agreed to translate the legal document as well. But then I was told to assign them to translate which parts of the documents. So I asked for some students to help me manage the team. I asked for Priorita to help me manage the unity of the team, and then also Regina and Deutami to help me edit and proofread the document once it's done. And these are the translators.
Hey, let's check out our preparation. We decided that it was better to be consistent in translating. What does that mean? It means that we have to have the same translation. For instance, if this A part means B, it should be means B also in another part. Another way, we should check more than one sources to make sure that this is the exact correct translation. Let's ask more to the translators to know better.
Hello, I'm Zulfa, and I'm the translator for page 183 until 208. So, I translate this based on how I learned it at class. First, I find its meaning on the dictionary, and then try to read the sentence again to make sure it fits the context.
I'm Naila and I'm the translator for page 53 until 78. I translate almost the same way as the rest. It's just that we would like to add that we don't only use one sort for the dictionary or translation. It is to avoid a misunderstanding toward changing the short language to the larger language.
Mona here. I'm in charge of translating page 131 until 156. You must be confused about what we meant earlier, so let me show you how. Done with the translation. Next, we have to send it to the editor for proofreading, and they will polish it to make it better.
Hi, I'm Deutami, and I'm the editor alongside with Regina. And let's see our editing process. If there's any false grammar, like for example like these words, we will fix it like this. Sometimes we will also double check it and give it to the head project to make sure everything goes well according to what's supposed to be. Little discussion between me and Regina does the trick. And now we're ready to have discussion between us and translators to tell them about minor and major changes that we made on their translations.
I've done the discussion with Deutami. Now it's time to give a heads up for the translator.
If you're not good, then let's give this to the client. Don't worry, we have done our best. I'm sure that the client will satisfy with our work. Now, fingers crossed.
Hi guys. Hello. So after meeting with the client, turns out we have to still work on with our work. But don't worry, I know what we have to do. Okay, so what we have to do is to be very open and accepting to any feedback and requests from our client.
After all, this is the client's document. So, and then everything that we have talked with the client, we should inform our team and let them know what should we do to satisfy our clients.
The revision, and this is our final result.
Repeating the process again, we shall give this to the head project.
We will see if the client is satisfied with this. Let's pray for it, guys.
Yay, our work is done. And now is the time for what we have learned from doing this project. Let's ask the others.
Hi, I have learned many things from this amazing project. I have known that when we translate one word to another word, it is not we directly translate it to Bahasa or English that we already know the meaning. But we have to research it first to get the real meaning or the fits meaning. Then I just knew that teamwork is not that easy because, especially in a big group, one person is have different ideas or different perceptions than other person. But we made it.
I think in this project, the group team have a good communication in other members, and there are some words that are quite difficult to translate. But if there are quite difficult words, the group team will help each other to make it easier.
So the conclusion that I got that is we can learn many ways to recognize techniques and process in translating in the legal text that cannot be found anywhere, which of course and each way and it's not easy as we imagine. So the lesson learned that I got from this project is we can process words according to context correctly. We can get new vocabulary specific in legal text, and also we come to understand how to translate according to the correct equivalent of the word.
Wow, turn out what we have learned from a lot from this project. I wonder what we will have in the future. More projects like this? Yes, please.
Well, that is all from us. Thank you for tagging along and joining our process. See you next time.
See you!
you.